Getting into a civil marriage is very easy, but getting out of it, that is where the problem comes from. Getting into a civil marriage is very easy, it's even cheap, but getting out of it, that is where the real work comes from. So if you want to be a polygamist, civil marriage is not for you. Please go for traditional marriage, go for the Islamic marriage. Civil marriage is not for you. Because civil marriage is a monogamous marriage, one man, one woman, one wife, one husband. If you get into a marriage when you still have this marriage going on, you are liable. You can even go to jail. You can be fined or you can go to jail. It is a crime. It's known as bigamy. 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 So, if you're planning to go for a civil marriage, you better have your matters in order. Don't have any lingering feelings. Because going into it is very cheap. You're going to come to me, I'm going to tell you, oh, in a week's time we shall be done. And the thing is, most of us assume, I don't know if it's because of the movies that we are watching, we think that when you want to get out of the marriage, you just wake up one morning and be like, oh, serve me the divorce papers and sign on them and that's it. No. Life is not a movie, yeah? It's not a movie. You just don't wake up in the morning and be like, okay, serve me with the divorce papers and then sign on them and then that's the whole thing. No. You have to go through a process. This process can even take you a year, even years actually. It depends on your circumstances as a couple. So let me take you through brief whatever of the divorce. So number one, you have to first determine your grounds for divorce. Not every reason is sufficient for you to get a divorce. You have to first determine the grounds for the divorce. Some of the grounds are the following: adultery. If one of your partners is being unfaithful, that can be sufficient enough, but you must have evidence. Yes, you just don't wake up one morning because you saw her or him standing with another lady and then you conclude that this person is being unfaithful. 2, cruelty. That this means that somebody has been torturing you, maybe physically or emotionally or financially. So you have to also have proof for this. 3, desertion. So this one is mostly like us women. We who are married to maybe foreign men, they come to Uganda, get married to you, go back to their country, and they never appear for a period of like 2 years. So you can get a divorce on the grounds of desertion. This person left you, this person deserted you. And also in irreconcilable issues, like maybe the marriage is not working. Obviously, you have to show proof that this marriage is not working for you guys. Okay, those are some of the reasons. So you have to first determine your grounds. You're going to need a lawyer. Somebody's going to help you through this, unless you're a lawyer yourself and you can navigate everything. But if you're not, you will need the services of a lawyer to help you draft a petition. So that petition is going to be filed. After filing the petition, you have to serve the respondent, and then the respondent is given 14 days to reply. So then obviously then you'll be going in and out of court. You guys will be seated down and they'll try to counsel you sometimes, like talk to you and be like, are you sure this matter cannot be settled outside of court? Are you not planning to reconcile? And you get. So if things are not working in any way possible, then you guys will have a hearing and there will be evidence coming up and all of that. And if there are children, obviously in your petition you have to include all the matters. If your marriage brought up some children, put in that, because they will be looking at the welfare of those children as well, because now the issue of custody will also come up, like who's going to stay with the children and all of that. So okay, through all of this, after sitting up and down, and obviously court has determined that you guys cannot reconcile, they're going to give you what they call a decree nisi. This is like a temporary divorce, you get, or like a separation. So they'll give you that decree nisi and then you'll wait for 6 months for the decree absolute, you get. So they don't just randomly be like, okay, now you're divorced. So they'll give you a decree. But obviously, if you get this decree, it's almost like you're divorced. But they're just like trying to observe in case you guys reconcile. What? It's like a legal separation. So after the legal separation, after a period of like 6 months, sometimes it can be more. Then you can get the decree absolute or the final decree of divorce. So this is going to be after you spend so much money in court fees, in evidence, like in lawyers and all of that. So guys, if you're planning to get into a civil marriage, don't just get into a civil marriage because you're excited, because you saw Shakira conducting a civil marriage, now you also want it. It's a very good thing to do. It's a very good thing, because I love the fact that there's a way you have more rights as a spouse in the marriage. But it's also like, if you look at the downside of it, go in it when you really, really want it, not because you're excited. So if you're not somebody that wants to be dragged in things like court and all of that, and if you know that you cannot keep it in your pants, okay, if you know that maybe these are not your things, or you're just playing with somebody's son or somebody's daughter, you just want something temporary, why are you dragging each other for civil marriage? It's not meant for everybody. Go for traditional marriage. Go for church marriage. Church marriage is almost the same as civil marriage. Go for Islamic marriage. Don't go for the civil marriage, because you'll be crying because you go to a lawyer and you ask them, Mananga, I want to conduct a divorce, how much? They will ask you anywhere from 3 million, 5 million, depending on the circumstances of your case. And then obviously now you don't have that money, and now you're there, and sometimes they will even rule and they will favor the other party because the other party has money more than you, and you'll be at the losing end. Most times when you have like property and kids involved. So anyway, that's it. Bye.